You know, I've never attempted this in all my years of playing Minecraft, but today I'm going to be starting a forever world and taking you guys along with me on the journey. Good old survival, set to hard difficulty, and using my vanilla perfected mod pack. I want this series to be heavily viewer driven too. Think of my fish museum, viewer statue, or villagers from the hardcore world. I'm starting this series on my 26th birthday because I want this world to mean a lot to me right from the rip, and checking out our progress in a year from now when I'm 27 is going to be super fun. Anyways, that's enough talking, let's just jump into our world and see where things take us. You know, fellas, there's something absolutely beautiful about the idea of a forever world. And let me tell you something, this one is going to be fairly beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Minecraft Ginger Survival. Not to be confused with Ginger Hardcore, which was one of the first things that I ever did on this channel. This is our forever world. Whether I die, whether I thrive, this will be the world that I will be making episodes on and playing on as time goes on. Well, for as long as I'm around, I hope. And with the plan to keep this series around for as long as possible, I want to lay down a bit of a preview as to what you can expect from our forever world. I'm not a player that's obsessed with progressing as quickly as possible, so no, there will be no Ender Dragon and Elytra here in the first episode. My main goal really is to just establish ourselves a cozy house in a really cool area that we can call home, and thus far, this seed is already looking good for that right at spawn. Another thing is I want to kind of be pretty sentimental about this world and really value a lot of the first things that we come across because, well, if I'm going to be playing on this world for years to come, I want to make like a museum of some sorts of the stuff that I first gathered. You know, like the first pickaxe. We'll go ahead and take care of that right now. I want to make sure that we hold on to our first ever pickaxe, you know, and in the future, you know, our first ever diamond and maybe our first armor set or stuff like that, you know, stuff that I want to hold on to and really cherish because I feel like not enough people really care about that kind of stuff, which is fine. I mean, you don't have to. And it gives value to something that otherwise really wouldn't have value. You know what I mean? Let's go ahead and check the blacksmith before we craft anything. Oh, okay, we got a helmet, we got some iron, we got some gold. I'm rocking with that. Funnily enough, our iron helmet has a netherite trim on it. I don't know how this blacksmith came across that. I'm using the naturally trimmed mod, so just armor in the wild can come with trims on it. Same thing for mobs that we end up fighting, so that's really cool. Now that I had done a bit of village looting, it was about time that I did some proper caving. There was one that I saw right off spawn, and it should help set us up plenty enough to start gathering materials for a house. I'm so sorry about this one, young one. Anyways, it looks like we have ourselves a cave area that we saw earlier, and a decent amount of ores and a creeper. So we'll go ahead and we'll make ourselves a shield because I am playing on survival. I'm not doing hardcore, obviously. You kind of can't do a forever world on a difficulty that if you die, it's gone forever. So yeah, we'll go in here and see what kind of loot it has to offer so that we can kind of get geared up enough to grab more materials. Don't know where that creeper went. It must have despawned. Oh man, another thing that I didn't even mention, like obviously I kind of wanted to start this Let's Play and, you know, have it come out on my birthday to kind of signal like, hey, you know, this is the birth of, well, I guess me in a sense, but also of something that's going to be a part of my life for a really long time. But another really, you know, good thing about when this Let's Play is starting is the Copper Age update. You know, this is going to be my first time playing through the early game of Minecraft when the early game has shifted so much. You know, we can make copper armor now instead of spending our iron on iron armor. So I'm absolutely going to do that starting, well, right this instant. So let's go ahead and jump on that. So while we wait on that copper to go ahead and cook up, we might as well get all the use out of this pickaxe as we can without you in the way. You know, I'm turning you into an item frame. That was rude. And he doesn't even give me leather. That was even more rude. Okay, so let's take a look here. We got 20 ingots. That should just about do us correct, right? Oh yeah. There we go. Bang! We get our first set of armor. This will definitely make a good museum piece. I have to make sure that you know, does it break? You know, I just thought about it. I might be the first YouTuber in the history of YouTube to have their first armor set in a Let's Play be full copper armor shy of an iron helmet with a tied netherite trim. Fellas, I think we just set a world record for the first time something's happened. It's pretty great. Typical ginger shenanigans aside, let's go ahead and get deeper in this cave system and see what she has to offer. Okay, so this is actually pretty excellent. We found ourselves some dripstone really early on. So if we come across some lava, we can immediately get some lava generation going. Meaning that we don't have to use coal anymore for fuel, which is really good. The second that we can just turn coal into like purely a torch thing is going to be really nice for us. Now that I'm thinking about it, actually, let's go ahead and get ourselves a copper pickaxe. Yeah, dude, get a copper pickaxe going. Let's get a copper sword going. Oh, baby, dude, the Copper Age update is goated. I remember people talking about how worthless copper is gonna be. But like, dude, it's not meant for people who have like worlds that are already established, you know? Like for me, this is perfect. I'm really happy that this exists right now. Oh man, you know what we need? You know what I should have grabbed before? Oh, hey. You know what I should have grabbed before we came down here? I should have grabbed the freaking bundle, dude. Oh, if that cow would have dropped me leather, it would have been fine. I think we'll check that opening because it looks like there's grass, which means there could be things like cows. And if we can come across a cow to get leather for a bundle, that would be terrific. Oh, okay, so we're on the other side of the mountain, and this area looks beautiful. What are we talking about, fellas? It doesn't look like there's really any farm animals here, but look at this, man. I mean, this is kind of nice, right? We're on the opposite side of the hill from the village in our own little valley. I think this is where we're gonna set up shop. I think I've seen enough. I like this area a lot. The only thing I don't like is I'm not seeing like any animals whatsoever. Okay, so we'll remember this area. I need to go back to that village, and I do need to grab a bundle. I know a lot of people make fun of bundles for not being that great, but I promise you it's about to come in clutch today. Oh yeah, dude, we got some cows as soon as we emerge. This is perfect. Give me some leather, fellas, please. It's a creeper. Hey. Okay, I think we did get some leather. We did. Now we just need string. Which there was a spider on the other side of that hill that I just... if I was thinking, I could have killed. Was that emerald? What? That was emerald. What? How did I miss that? Give me that. Yeah. If you think about it, with emeralds being like, you know, the official currency system of this game, that's my first dollar. We gotta save the first dollar. I mean, you gotta think, right? You gotta save the first dollar. You gotta be like Mr. Krabs. Okay, spider, please tell me he didn't despawn. He probably despawned, but please tell me he didn't despawn. Oh, he's right there. Epic. Give me your string. Give me your string. Thank you. String. Leather. Like that. Yeah, dude, let's go. Okay, let's dye the bundle, right? Let's dye the bed too. I think I do have a bed. Oh wait, no, I haven't crafted the bed. Oh, that was a falling leaf particle. I thought it was a creeper. There we go. We got a red bundle. Okay, inventory problems are solved. Let's just go ahead and slap all this stuff in here. I mean, dude, I literally will not be hearing any bundle slander whatsoever. I mean, look how much my inventory just cleared up. Look at that. Look how much my inventory just cleared up from one bundle. Are you kidding me? Okay, but this is good news though. This is really good news. We have the location of our house. I didn't even see that. That looks cool. There's a mob spawner. It could be just like Ginger Hardcore. We could have a skeleton spawner right by the base. And there's a whole cave. Are you kidding me? That's okay. I guess, you know, I guess we'll do something different. It was skeleton last time. It can be zombie this time. We got some horse armor. We got some good music. We got some other good horse armor. I'll grab the bucket and the iron for now. Everything else can stay. There's not really a reason for me to take it. Okay, fellas, the seed is starting to look better than I thought. I'm really excited to get building here. And so I went ahead and set up a base of operations with my chest, bed, and crafting stations, then cleared out some nearby trees to make room for both building and my multi-day caving expeditions. Day 2 was mostly spent looking for a cave that would properly take us to deep slate level so I could find some diamonds, while day 3 saw us find an actual deep cave entrance, and we were able to make a pretty exciting discovery. Yes, finally! Our first diamond. I do hear some mobs around the corner though, so let's get ourselves a little bit more torches. I Okay, we got ourselves our first diamond, baby, on day 3. Took a little bit of time. The caves were not kind to me, but there we go. We got our advancement called diamonds. But it's 1 diamond. It can go alongside our 1 emerald. It looks to be the only diamond we're gonna get, at least from this vein, so we'll need to keep looking. Okay, I just came across another one, like, whatever, like two steps away from the other vein, but you know, we take those. It's still only 1, but you know, I mean, we take those. We're not gonna complain, right? Oh, and don't worry, I do have our first diamond specifically in the bundle alongside our first emerald, so I won't get them all mixed up or anything like that. Finally, yes, we officially have enough diamonds. Oh, baby, please tell me we'll have enough for axe and pickaxe. Oh, I don't think so. Damn, okay. We need to try to find at least 1 more diamond before we come back up to the surface. I at least want a diamond pickaxe and an axe. I could settle for an axe, but I also could really go for a sword too. Worst case, I guess I could, yeah, it looks like worst case just came. I guess worst case, I could strip mine while I'm down here. Oh, finally. Please be a vein of 3. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, no, we got 3. We got 3. Oh, thank God. I can turn this into a sword and I can turn this into an axe. Okay, we are in business and I am never strip mining again. Oh my goodness, get me out of this cave. Or this mine shaft, and then get me out of this cave. Finally, sweet sunlight. Oh my goodness. Okay, all right, so the sun's coming up. That's good. We have enough diamonds to like really get going on gathering materials for the house. I think home is back this way. I kind of want to climb on top of the mountain. Oh wait, no, it's home back this way. Oh no, it's over here, I think. I would like to try and get myself a vantage point so I can like gauge where we are in terms of nearby biomes, because I'm gonna want a lot of pale wood for my build. That's kind of like I've been experimenting with some block palettes and creative. Pale wood, high key, one of my favorite woods in the game, like more so than usual. It's way cooler and I like it way more than I thought. And coming across one of those pale gardens is going to be pretty difficult because for some reason Mojang makes them incredibly rare and he makes them like incredibly small. So I don't... Huh. Well, it is small. Like I said, it is a very small biome. I don't know. Mojang said they increased the size of them, but I don't know. It's still pretty small to me. But at least it's there. I mean, that's all that really matters. So I'm going to go back to our little base of operation over here, a little boo base. I'm going to get us set up with some tools, figure out the inventory situation. And then, yeah, we're going to start gathering materials. We're going to get a house built right here, dude. And it's going to be beautiful. Before I went material gathering, I figured it'd be important to set up a bit of a billboard featuring our first emerald, pickaxe, and diamond of the world, just so I don't get them accidentally mixed up when storing in multiple chests. After that though, I went on my pilgrimage to the Pale Oak Forest, spending about a day and a half just straight chopping on some wood, only to finish up and immediately go back to doing the same thing, but with an oak forest just outside our little valley area. Alright, so we've officially survived a week in Minecraft time, and thus far, this is what we have to show for it, aside from what's down there. I think it's about time we start clearing out some areas and getting ready to build ourselves our house. And good news, let me actually deal with this guy. And the good news is we actually have quite a lot of clay around here, which is nice because I'm going to need bricks, and we even have a decent amount of sand too. We'll definitely need some glass and some bricks to finish off this build, but the main building blocks being the pale oak and the regular oak are in hand, so we're looking pretty good, though we are going to need a lot of copper, so I might go into the cave soon and I might go ahead and clean up some of the copper I left behind, and then we'll get started on this house. So, like I said, wood, glass, and bricks are basically either taken care of or easy to gather, which finally leaves just copper, which is going to be the central block of choice when it comes to designing the rooftop. Unfortunately, the design for my house is very much centered on oxidized and waxed copper, so things don't look exactly how I'd like them to at first, but my house, and many like it, will eventually age like a fine wine. Anyways, lots of copper gathering later, I set up a beefy smelting area at our base of operations operations, put all of our building blocks in a chest, and even lit up a lot of the valley to prevent mobs from attacking me while I build. And speaking of which, let's go ahead and get that done. All right, so after a little bit of work, I gotta say, things have come along pretty nicely. Now, what I will say is that this isn't really how I want the house to look, because a lot of this design had to do with oxidized copper, and I just don't want to sit here, you know, in the first episode trying to oxidize a bunch of copper, so we'll just kind of let it do it on its own. But here's an image of what I want the house to look like once everything has oxidized, which I think will make it look a lot better than it does now. But for how things are right now, it's pretty nice. I am kind of also missing some lecterns here. I wanted to do like some lectern pillaring, but that's like really expensive for right now. And also, of course, I'm gonna need some soap touch to put some grass blocks up here. But all in all, I think the first house came out pretty well. So what we're missing right now is just a little bit of inside detailing. And of course, you know, we kind of have everything out here. So I'm gonna get to work on some detailing and getting everything inside the house, and I'll check in with you guys once all that's finished. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a long, like what, 2 Minecraft days or so of just agony, man. It's just, I've been trying to get the materials to properly get some Okay, I'm chill. I've been trying to get the materials to properly decorate like this little grandfather clock thingy-mabob here, and getting the bookshelves right here. Of course, I do still need lecterns and whatnot to put up here to get this proper, like, you know, pillar design going, because I think that'll look a lot better than these little flimsy fences. Plus, it'll kind of break up the little, you know, the fences down here from the ones up here. But in general, I think we have ourselves a really, really solid start to our forever world, and I'm so excited to see what's next for episode 2. Obviously, I think what I'm gonna do before the start of episode 2 is kind of try to get the rest of this filled out, because I mean, of course, we have the base you know, house itself, but we still do have some detailing to do. Also, let's hang this on the bottom like that. There we go. We do still have some detailing to do, but so far I think it's coming together quite nicely. So ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys thought of this episode in the comments down below. Let me know what you would like to see next in the next episode, and what you'd like to see us do over the course of the series. But so far, I'd say we have ourselves a really good start, and I thank you all so much for joining me on this first episode.